morning, Miss. I am Geraldine Swarvin from the Simplest Center. I am a teacher at the Kalkuni Primary School in the Berbice River. The two models that I have chosen to make are the beam balance and the life cycle of a butterfly. I will now proceed to explain all about the purpose and functions of these two models. Begin with the life cycle of a butterfly. The life cycle of a butterfly is a model that shows how a butterfly grows and changes from the time it begins as a tiny egg until it becomes a beautiful flying butterfly and lays eggs, and the cycle starts over again. This model helps us to understand that living things grow in stages and that each stage is important for its survival. The butterfly's life cycle has 4 connected stages. These stages are the egg. The life cycle begins when a mother butterfly lays its egg on a leaf, and that is where it remains. The egg remains on the leaf until it is hatched. And this is because as soon as the caterpillar is hatched, it begins to eat. It begins to feed on the leaf. Second stage is a caterpillar. The caterpillar hatches from the egg. The caterpillar's job is to eat and eat and eat leaves and get big and strong. The caterpillar, in doing so, would change its skins several times. After the caterpillar would have eaten, gotten big, the caterpillar turns itself upside down, and then we go now to the third stage. The third stage is the pupa or the chrysalis. This is where a protective covering is formed around itself, and it becomes here, as we can see here, the chrysalis. This is looking very silent and quiet on the outside, but in the inside, great changes are taking place here at the third stage. Within this chrysalis, the caterpillar is being transformed into a butterfly. After that stage would have completed, this is where the chrysalis starts to open, and from this emerges a beautiful butterfly. Here is the adult butterfly. The butterfly flies, drinks nectar from the flowers, and the adult butterfly will now lay eggs on the leaf, and the life cycle of the butterfly begins all over again. I will now proceed to explain how the stages are connected. Each stage depends on the stage before it. The egg becomes the caterpillar. The caterpillar changes into the chrysalis. From the chrysalis emerges the beautiful butterfly, and the butterfly lays new egg. This shows that life continues in a circle. This shows that life continues in a circle that is called a cycle. The purpose of the model. This life cycle model helps children understand how animals grow, change, and reproduce. It also shows why plants, sunlight, and clean environments are very important. Butterflies need leaves for eggs and for caterpillars. They need flowers for food and safe spaces to complete their life cycle. It helps children to understand that we need to take care of our environment because life is interconnected. By learning this model, children can see how all living things are connected and how nature works in the real world. The second model that I've created is the beam balance. A beam balance is a model that shows how we can compare the weight of objects to find out which one is heavier, lighter, or if they weigh the same amount. This model helps us understand the idea of balance and fairness by using equal sides to make careful comparisons. Parts of the beam balance and how they work together. The base. The bottom part keeps the balance standing, upright, and sturdy. Here we have the base. And then we have the beam, or we can call it the arms. This long bar that sits across the middle can move up and down at both ends. You move up and down at both ends. And lastly, we have the plates or the pan. And these two small trays hanging at each end of the beam are for objects to be placed in them so that they can be weighed. Here is how it works. When we place an object in the pan, the beam balance would go up. One side would go up. The side that is lighter would go up. The side that is heavier will go down. If it has equal weights, then it would remain balanced. So we saw just now that this side, I placed more weight over here, it went down. So the pupils will understand that this is heavier and this one is lighter. And if it does not go up or down, then the objects weigh the same. Each part must work together. The base keeps it sturdy. The beam shows the movement, and the pan holds the object to be compared, as we can see here. Purpose of the beam balance model. The beam balance model helps us learn how to compare, weigh, and understand measurement in a simple manner. The children will understand measurement in a simple manner. In real life, shops, kitchens, labs, and in the markets, we can find balances to weigh food, ingredients, and materials. And our pupils, they see this every day, whether they go to the shop, whether they go to the markets, and also in our science, when we're teaching science, and they see measurement being weighed, science and math. By using the beam balance, children practice important skills also, such as comparing, observing, predicting, and checking for results. This model teaches that careful measurement helps us to be fair, accurate, and reliable in everyday life. It also teaches them important morals, such as being fair is important, being honest is important. So this model not only teaches them practical skills, but also moral lessons for their morals. So Miss, here ends my presentation on the two models that I have created, the life cycle of a butterfly and the beam balance. Thank you so much.